I said,
Welcome back.
Welcome back. See, I have cum all over this paper plate. What will I do with
it's
it?
all over it.
I'm it's dropping all over me. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm licking it up.
Oh no, I'm licking it up. Oh no.
Okay, all my friends have depression.
Hey guys, it's just Swammy Void. It's me. Hey guys, it's Corrales, and welcome back to another episode of Holocraft.
Hi, Corrales.
But ladies and gentlemen, I'm Corrales, and this is Holocraft Season 7, and what episode is this? 4? Is this 4 or 5?
I think
This is episode 7.
Episode 7. Sit back like this, like that, and relax and enjoy. If you guys do enjoy this, then please make sure you leave a like on this video, and if you do so, thank you very, very, very.
No, it's thank you very, very much.
I said thank you.
I said thank you.
No, I said spank you. Do you think I'm a fucking fake Corrales fan? I've seen more Corrales shit in my life than you ever will, you piece of shit.
Thanks for the too.
Fragments, Memories, Echoes is an album I don't think I'll ever listen to, but I really want to.
It's the only album I made that's actually good. It's like fucking bit crushed punk.
Ooh.
Fucking.
It's the most depressing thing ever made.
Yeah, it's ontological bit crushed punk. That's what it is.
I listened to the first 2 tracks and then never listened to the rest of the album.
No one can finish it, because if you finish it, you just kill yourself.
I think that's true.
Really after.
I think that's true.
I think it's literally just a cursed album.
I genuinely think it's an info hazard. I think this album is
It's a psychic weapon.
Yeah.
That's how I believe it was described.
Yeah. Like this is an evil album.
Evil
Evil
tape.
Evil tape.
Evil tape.
It's
full circle.
It's an actual evil tape though. It's like if you listen to it, you will just feel disgusting and sad.
Autistic funk. I said autistic funk.
Autistic funk. That's the sequel. That's the sequel.
But autistic punk for autistic people is one of my favorite albums ever made.
Thank you.
Because it's stream of consciousness, like folk punk. Screaming about how you like the first side is you screaming about how you want to be a train. Then there's just a podcast in the middle of it. And then the second side.
Podcast that's 2 minutes long, by the way.
Yeah, a 2-minute long podcast. And the second side is you telling your entire life story while strumming a guitar. And then it's like, and like at the very end of the last side 2 thing, you say nigga. And then the next track after that is Ghost Mike finally addresses the controversy over her use of the N-word. Where people are like, Miss Ghost Mike, can you please elaborate on you saying the N-word? And you're like, I'm a gay right? I love this album so much. It's everything I wanted you to make, and it was the thing I was waiting for to finally put you on my album chart.
Thank you.
Okay, that's cool, but can we please talk about me, please?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, now it's time for like.
Guys, I'm not sure if you're aware of this.
You are the chief of crap.
on an album with Fallout Boy.
You are on an album. You are literally the chief keef of.
Earlier when we were recording one of the earlier episodes, and you guys mentioned Dorian Electra, I was just like, yeah, I know Dorian. We want an album together. Yeah, no big deal or anything. But yeah.
Did that happen?
Yeah. Dorian Electra's also on the hunt.
No, I meant, did we bring up Dorian Electra on an episode?
Yeah, in the first episode. Maybe it was before we started recording.
Maybe before we talk about this. Fuck Dorian Electra.
Yeah,
fuck Dorian Electra. Shitty ass music.
Okay. Alright, Carla, you want to know what Dorian Electra is? Imagine like Ariana Grande, except like with a very thin veneer of like being like kind of like a person who's like a gender.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm queer. I'm queer.
Yeah, but like with and like not exploring that idea in any meaningful way that
they used to. This is what people don't understand about Dorian Electra. Is the first Dorian Electra album? It sounds like 80s porno music, and it's like kind of sick.
You mean the
Okay.
one before, like Flamboyant?
Before Flamboyant, I haven't listened to the whole thing. I've only heard tracks from it, and it's not like my favorite album of all time. But like, at least it's like
It's interesting.
it's like a subversion, you know, an actual subversion of
Yeah.
like, or like playing, not even subversive. It's almost like a love letter to like the kind of corny gay nightclub music, but like in a like, yeah, you know what? I'm owning this kind of cheesy aesthetic, and I'm like, yeah, own that shit, yeah.
Sure.
But then
Yeah.
and then Flamboyant is like, whatever, I did that, but I'm lazy.
Yeah. Cause like the thing with Flamboyant is that it's literally like, did you know men work a lot and fight sometimes?
Oh my god.
That's all it is. That's all it is over shitty beats. Dylan Brady, fuck
I
you.
don't think that's the entire point of Flamboyant.
No.
Like that stuff is more
I listened to
about-
that
it's about,
album.
like-
I was like, yeah, I get it. I'm not impressed, but like, I get it. I get what you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about like a lot of Dorian Electra's music is an examination of like machismo, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like a sort of like.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like
parody in a
particularly
way.
interesting.
Yeah, I also agree that it's not particularly interesting.
Well, because the
It's
thing
like-
about that, right, is like, you know, if you understand your relationship with that kind of thing, it's not gonna be fucking
Yeah.
revelatory.
Like-
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really understand who it's for, because someone who is like that isn't gonna like the music, and someone who understands that that's silly, like someone who is already post machismo,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be a novel concept to them. I don't know. Maybe I missed the point, and there's some deeper message from Dorian Electra's music that I'm not understanding because I'm not queer enough. But personally, it's a. There's loads of other queer artists that I really love.
My only thing with Dorian Electra is also that there's it's such LA queer fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main problem.
Yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say but didn't have the words to say.
Because like LA queer is like a genre of art that is basically, it's like RuPaul at 100 gex basically. Like
Autistic funk for autistic people, as I'm now going to call it forever,
Yeah.
is a significantly better exploration of queerness than any Dorian Electra album.
definitely,
I
definitely.
agree. I agree.
How does it? It doesn't
Oh,
even
wait.
do that.
Exactly.
Alright, it has to be spelled with a font with a PH.
How is it? I'm confused.
You're too close to it to see.
Me and Starman
Too
were
close to it to see. I'm always too close to it to see. That's my life story.
Damn.
Me and Starman were all caps screaming in DMs earlier today, and we were talking about how these LA queer fucks have done nothing for the LGBT community at all, because they're like these whitewashed fucking dyed hair pieces of shit who are just going to be accepted by their shitty fucking community.
Right, because they have money.
Yeah.
Because they just have
They
money.
have money
and all
and the
that.
ability
And
to pass
they're just
well.
acceptable people. They're just like they're all just like very like agreeable, just like they are just they're just fucking normies. That's it. That's what it comes
they're
down
all
to.
just- They're all just normie Starbucks people.
And they're all like fucking like fashionable, attractive people. They're
Yeah,
not-
that's
Right.
the thing. That's the
Yeah,
big
because they
thing.
have the
Yeah.
money, they have the means to pass with the fucking
Yeah.
And-
yeah.
yeah.
Money
and
and the connections as well, because there's
Yeah.
there's a
And-
whole culture over there, and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, cool, but I'm gay and I look ugly. Where do I go?
Where's my
Exactly.
little
Like, that's why-
coffee shop?
and I said Lil B has done more for like queer acceptance, specifically in like music and like the underground, by referring to himself as a pretty bitch and wearing tiny pants.
Yeah.
You know, like Lil B has definitely done way more for like
Thug.
yeah. Lil B and Young Thug has done way more for the queer community
Yeah.
than
And Bleedy.
Dorian fucking and Bleedy.
Okay, how the fuck is autistic punk for autistic people about being LGBT?
you triggered.
No, I don't understand. I'm trying to understand.
Triggered.
No, the joke is that it's not, and like it's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I understand. I'm autistic. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I could make a
Okay.
read potentially, but
Yeah, I
that,
could
that would
also
take
probably make a
that would
read.
take time.
You can queer it as I've learned that you can queer anything.
It's true.
Oh,
I consider myself a
fucking
master in queering anything.
I know you are, Simon.
Oh, yeah.
I know you are.
If we get
Tune
to
in,
it, why
tune in for the next episode of Crap Stack after this Let's Play. Me and Simon gush over random Yuri images
It's
for
true.
5 hours straight.
okay,
That's even true.
well, we have 10 minutes left of this episode. I just talked about. Should I do my queer analysis now? I guess it will only take 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I have a theory. Here's me. I'm about to queer DSBM.
Yo.
Whoa.
Okay, I have a note on my phone that simply says DSBM, queer feminist subversion of masculinity. If you don't know, DSBM is depressive suicidal black metal, right? Iconic artists include Leviathan, Zasta, Gree, Le Passage, Diva. That's probably enough. Okay, so here's the queering. So, rock music is a very masculine thing. It always has been, right?
Mhm.
And this is most obvious in the fact that what is the icon of rock music? The electric guitar. Why is the electric guitar such an icon of rock music? Because it is literally a phallic replacement, right?
Yeah.
When you see a guitar god going crazy, wanking his virtual dick by playing like Eric Clapton wanking his virtual penis. That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. The fucking like any guitar
agree.
solo is penis wankery.
Yeah.
It's simulated penis masturbation, right? The phallus, it look like they wear it around their fucking neck to stick out like a penis, right? And they play it as loud as possible, right? And they make it look all cool and they put it in front of them. But it's really there. It's simply a virtual penis. It's a simulation of masculinity to hide behind. Because you'll notice when you put an electric guitar on and like with a strap, it covers your actual penis.
Mhm.
So it is literally an extension of your masculinity. It's a cartoonified version of masculinity. All rock and roll stems from
Extendo dick.
Yeah.
all metal especially stems from this, right? All of the original, like the classic metal bands, I guess you'd say, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, all of these are all fucking straight people, except that there has always been gays in metal, right? The most obvious one being what's that fucking band called?
Rob Halford from Judas Priest.
Yeah, Judas Priest, right? And
Yeah.
Judas Priest are great. I know you don't like Judas Priest, but I still like Judas Priest.
I
Right.
like Judas Priest.
And that's because it's always been this masculine thing. But there's very few lesbians making metal,
Yeah.
right? The only places you'll find lesbians in metal is math metal for some reason. And
That is true. I don't know why that is.
I can't explain that one. And black metal, right? Like, or when I say lesbians, I just mean women.
Yeah.
And trans women especially, right?
Yeah.
You got why is it that fucking one of the most iconic black metal bands of the modern generation is Leviathan, headed by a trans woman, right? Because black metal is inherently it's not only I don't know, something like Grouper, right? Grouper is depressive music which is feminine to the very core. But black metal is depressive music that is specifically a subversion of masculinity. What are the key techniques in black metal? The tremolo picking, whereas the guitar god culture of soloing is all about this dainty little, look how skilled I am, I can be so cool on my penis, right? The tremolo picking is literally attacking violently the virtual penis, right? With strumming up and down as fast as possible, violently attacking the virtual penis. Sniff Zizek impression. Right?
It was a very Zizek thing to say.
And well, this is all very Lacanian, dear. Black metal, of course, is a genre of extreme metal originated with death metal, right? It's like the most hyper masculine of genres. And what is the death metal characterized by? Not only the very much technical death metal has the guitar god penis culture, but also death metal is characterized by the death metal growl, right? The typical male voice wasn't male enough. It's again an extension of hypermasculinity, where the guitar is an extension of the phallus, right? But it serves to cover the real phallus. The death metal growl is an extension of the deep masculine voice, which serves to cover someone who's insecure about their real masculine voice by making a hyper cartoonified version of masculinity. Why you sound like this, right? What does black metal do? The opposite, especially DSBM. Rather than a low growl, black metal goes for a high-pitched scream. There is none of the tough man machismo of death metal and mainstream rock and roll. There's none of the womanizing womanizing, type of shit. Like, I get all these bitches type of shit. No fucking black metal song is about getting bitches. It's about screaming, fuck your masculinity, right? Like just screaming in the top of your head in the least dignified way possible, in a way that is essentially like foregoing all of the illusions of masculinity that is imposed upon someone, right? Like the dignity and class, right? Throwing that all out the window, attacking your virtual penis with a tremolo pick, right? And screaming about how masculinity is toxic, right? It's sad and depressing. So yeah, that's why DSBM and black metal is a subversion of masculinity.
That's actually fucking. I completely agree. I think that's why I like black metal more than any other metal genre.
I was just thinking about that. I think that's just why I've never been able to get into like metal that isn't black metal.
Yeah.
Is because I'm just not fucking interested in all that shit.
Yeah. And you can compare the look of an average metalhead, right? An average metalhead is kind of like big, burly, possibly bearded, something like that. Average black metal fan, skinny, pale, long hair, feminine.
Yeah.
From Norway.
From Norway. Again, Norway, famous for being girls.
Extremely feminine countries.
Extremely feminine.
Racist.
Church
burning, all very female.
Burning down churches.
Churches.
An oppressive patriarchal fucking power structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, come on now. Could they make it any more obvious? Could they make it any more obvious?
Yeah, Varg was basically a girl.
I agree.
Varg is definitely trans repressed.
Yeah, definitely. 100% Varg is trans repressed.
Varg probably has the most raging case of AGP.
No thank you 2020. Varg is trans repressed, 100%.
I think Varg is just so out of China feel like that it's just like, oh, I'm gonna get a fucking girlfriend. That's just who I wanna be. That's my life goal. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I do feel like with black metal too, it's like I feel like that's why I feel like NSBM sort of misses the point in that sense, because it's very like feminine criticizing masculine music, but it's specifically about the masculine urge to protect your race or whatever.
Or is it about a return to traditional feminine values?
That's probably.
You know, a lot of black metal is very inspired by fantasy novels and like Dungeons and Dragons. You know, but the question is, do they want to save the princess, or do they actually just want to be the princess?
Yeah. No. I know which one I want. I can tell you that.
Exactly.
Also, I did not know Leviathan was a trans woman.
Leviathan is not a trans woman. Did I say Leviathan?
Yeah, you said Leviathan.
Oh, I 100% meant liturgy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, liturgy is a fucking...
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry for Leviathan.
I was like, Leviathan is trans? Is this new?
Leviathan did beat his wife.
That is true. Leviathan beat his wife.
It reminded her of everything she wanted to be.
Oh, man. And she couldn't have. It's tragic. It's tragic.
Hey.
Yeah.
No thank you album review.
Yeah, no, thank you. Review next time on Digibros.
Next time on Digibros.
Digibros.
He's on Digibros.
This time I will have class on my board.